Hey everyone, this week's question of the week was a true or false. And so the statement is specificity of skill exists, transfer of skill does not. And this statement is true. And so what this means is that when we train skills, those skills are neurologically specific, meaning our brain creates a specific pathway when we learn a skill. And then when you practice that skill, that neurological pathway gets more and more efficient. The transfer of skill comes into place where once you build up one pathway, if this statement was, if transfer of skill did exist, that would mean if you had one pathway, that it could automatically transfer to another pathway. And that just doesn't happen. The brain is very, very specific. And so how this applies to exercise is that each exercise creates its own pathway. And even when you're using different resistances, that can be its own pathway. So my example for transferring skill is if you think of baseball players who you'll see them warming up with a heavy bat, and the philosophy is then they'll be able to swing their bat a little bit faster, when in reality that swinging that heavy bat and swinging a light bat are two separate skills, just because of the force used. And so it might not actually be beneficial. And how we apply that to strength training is that strength training is training the raw materials, so your muscle. And then when you perform a skill, you're recruiting the raw materials or the muscle to perform that skill. So if you have any questions about that, let us know. We'd be happy to talk some more about neurological pathways. So that was this week's question. And next week's question is, when strength training, you should work muscles in which order? So smallest to largest, largest to smallest, or it does not matter. Let us know what you think.